Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 again with another video review, another retro review. Today we're going to be looking at the Reveal the Shield Deluxe Class wreckgar. So here he is in his motorcycle mode, and you can sort of see he's just kind of hanging out there on the bottom. Got some nice silvers here on the side. Sort of metallic copper there on the rim of the wheel. Some red, some black flame decals. Decent mishmash of colors. And as far as rolling, he rolls fine, although you're not going to get very far if you don't hold on to him. He is a motorcycle. Kickstand can fold up. There's a little movement here in the license plate, and you can technically move the handlebars a little bit, but that's more of a transformation thing. But yeah, overall a pretty neato vehicle mode. So there is that, and we'll do a quick size comparison. Here we have with a Voyager Studio Series Junkion. Can't remember if this was Junk Heap or Scrap Heap. It's one of the two. But yeah, just to give you a comparison of how they stack up. So there's that. But yeah, not too much going on aside from that, so I think we can go ahead and move on into transformation. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just sort of wiggle the foot here at the seat loose until we can bring this whole assembly up to the side and bring that out. Then you can just extend that whole leg. And while you're at it, this tab right here is going to go into that little slot, and then you can just sort of open up the foot the rest of the way. And while we're here, we can go ahead and unpeg this C-clip here, and that is his weapon, and we can just put that off to the side. Now we have him in Gerwalk mode. Doesn't balance very well. But yeah, and then we're going to come here and unpeg these two gray pieces from there, like so. Then we're going to extend this leg on a double joint, like so, and rotate around so that the screws line up. And we're going to squeeze these two hip pieces in together like so. And we're going to first you're going to want to sort of untab these little rubber handles like so. Pull them in, and then just bring this whole thing up like so. And then you're going to rotate that foot around like so. And there you have his legs done. And so we're going to rotate the waist around to face forward and bring these arm pieces in from the side, and they will tab in. Pull that kickstand down. Rotate the arm into place, and for this arm, this piece here untabs from the wheel. Like, come in. There we go. Like so. So it gives it some movement. But yeah, and then you just unfold the arm and unfold the arm, and then just bring up his head like so. And there you have wreckgar in his robot mode. Very nice. Nope. And bringing the weapon back in, first thing you just fold this up, And then these are all on a little gear system, so you just rotate one and they all splay out like so. Hold that sleek C-clip in a little bit, and you can just stick that right in his hand, and there he has his melee weapon. So yeah. And these side parts for his arms don't stay tabbed in the best, but it is what it is. But yeah. As far as articulation goes, his head is on a ball joint, and this little thing doesn't really clip in anywhere, so it does go back and forth pretty easy. It's not super loose, but you know, it's not exactly, you know, locked into place or anything. Do get bicep swivel, do get full bend at that elbow, even though it's just one joint, which is nice. Do get wrist rotation. And this piece here is on a ball joint, so collision restriction, but other than that, it's got pretty decent movement. Does have, I think it's actually a ball jointed waist. Yeah, it's got some wiggle waggle to it. He can kick that far back and that far forward. Full bend at the knee. Yeah, the knees are slightly different because this one is the double jointed one, so you can kind of get some awkward poses in there with that, but yeah. And then can do pretty much full splits, and he does actually have ball jointed heels, so you do actually get some good foot movement here too, despite how much older he is. So that's cool. And then we'll do another size comparison. Here he is with the Studio Series Voyager wreckgar. So yeah. And we have gotten a leak for a animated wreckgar, so I'll finally be able to add another wreckgar to my collection soon. Because I usually separate them differently depending on if I have 3 or more. So I'll have that 3 soon, or well, within the next like a year, so not soon, but either way, I'm happy to get another wreckgar. He's definitely an interesting character, and I do happen to have a soft spot for Weird Al. If you know, you know. So there's that. But yeah, this is a neat figure. Not like a super amazing one or anything, but it's a cool figure, and I've had him for a little while, and I certainly don't regret picking him up back when I did. Has a little it does have some interesting personality to it, being a Junkion and how asymmetrical he is. You know, he's got wheels on one side and not on the other. You know, this is the top front and this is the back. You know, very interesting figure. He's definitely a character with lots of personality in his design. I'll put it that way. But yeah, cool figure. And, you know, if you could find it for a decent price, I don't think it would be a bad idea to pick up, especially if you're into this character. But yeah, that was just a quick little retro review on the... Oh, should probably show the reveal, the shield reveal. Yeah, there. But yeah, that is the Reveal the Shield Deluxe wreckgar. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.